So one of the other things we've been up to. So this is our DrBossKey, our original OG DrBossKey. One of the first versions of DrBossKey, actually second version of DrBossKey, we really got nailing down. Not quite done yet. Animation done by one of my awesome animators. All the effects are done by me. And we're still working on it. It's not done yet, but we're getting there. And here's another one from Chronicles. This one's pretty much a finished one for us. So we're working on these characters for animated shorts and other things. So when we finished him, recently, one of the main artists who is responsible for DrBossKey, he wanted to see if our other artist who created essentially Chronicles, which he has a different render style, and we're trying to keep our universe a little bit a little closer. We're not going to. The reality is we're not doing this full time. It's, but we're trying to be aware of the art and trying to kind of bring it into its own thing. So we've done this attempt to have the artist who made Chronicles and other monsters and characters that we just got done looking at to recolor DrBossKey in his own in a slightly similar style. So we're looking at that now. And on the left here is the OG style. Round one was the first version. And this version of DrBossKey, we've been calling him the Captain Morgan, kind of for the pose, just sort of strikes that in our minds, is designed to, he's actually got his foot up on the DrBossKey logo. So I really been really into this concept of, the show is all about the character. The Twitch channel is about the world and it's about the stories. While I'm more like an ambassador, for the character, and this is the character. So I've really been enamored with the idea of the character, of having interactions with the logo, because it's all about these characters, and as we're giving more and more presence to them on the show, as it's been crafting over the last year, it's been fantastic to think about. So anyways, this is the OG coloring, which is for this as well. I just want to take a look at this. It's not as good. It's also got discrepancies from our DrBossKey here. So, all right, cool. All right, so now without further ado, that was round one. And Zay, you said there was feedback you wanted me to read?
No, just the feedback image is attached to that card.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is his second take on it, huh?
Yes, and then Dimitri did put together the areas that he highlighted that were wrong as far as topography and anatomy and all of that, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's super struggling with the metallics. Like he didn't hit the metallics at all for the boots. I mean, we're a little bit better, right? But not much. I mean, looking at both. All right, so what did I get that was much different here? So the shading on the nose is still is not what I like. We didn't really get and correct me if I'm wrong, Zay. We didn't really get the outline style for the hair. Okay. I mean, looking at him, we can push him to do it, but I don't know if we get any more out of it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if pushing him would be in our best interest or to our advantage at this point, because we've pretty much got, Toby for DrBossKey, and at this moment it would just be spending extra money.
Yeah, that's true. If we ever want to have a situation where we want Dimitri to do the coloring and shading, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, okay, I think this exploration is good. This definitely feels. The weird thing is that he's managed to achieve with the other characters I mean, let me finish that thought. These elements that like with some of these, like this kind of overly rendered look, and some of the extreme lighting, that with like, I honestly thought he would take the metallics and be able to do them. Like, this is like crazy metal, right? Yeah, okay. I think we can put a pin in it. Is there any feedback we want to give him?
That's up to you. I don't think so, because then if we give him feedback, he'll want to make changes. However, he did put together, like I said, the feedback images for Toby, just his view of the character. So I don't know if that's something that would be helpful or not. And just because it's pens down on this for now doesn't mean we can't reapproach this with him at a later time. Maybe once we've been able to push and develop his anime style a little bit more.